Hello students, this is Mrs. Weir from my garden. Now you might be wondering, why is Mrs. Weir filming an art lesson from her garden? That is because art can be seen through the lens of gardening. Gardening can serve as a metaphor or something to compare art and school to. So there are 3 lessons that I would like to share with you that we can learn from the garden. One lesson is you can see all of these different plants. Each plant thrives in a different spot. Some plants do great with blazing sun. Some plants need shade. Some need more water, some need less water. Each seed makes a plant that has different needs. That's kind of like you guys. Each one of you is different. Each one of you has different needs, has different potentials. And as the gardener or as the teacher, I'm going to do my best to take care of you and to help you. Second lesson, you'll notice if you look around, everything grows. That's like you too. Even when we encounter hurdles or hard times, we can still grow. And that's why it's going to be really important, especially this year, to have a growth mindset. Third lesson, a few years ago, there was a terrible hailstorm. And all of these plants were taken down to just little awful stems with no flowers and no leaves. And I have to tell you, I was pretty sad about it. But you'll notice that the garden recovered, that it's just as beautiful this year as any other year. We are in a challenging time, but we're kind of like this garden. Even if certain things are taken away for a time, even if school doesn't seem as beautiful or our group of friends doesn't seem as full, things will go back to normal. And there's going to be a time where it's beautiful again. So until then, remember what the garden can teach you. I'll see you in my room for a room tour. Hi students and families. I'd like to give you a little room tour before everybody gets here. This is our creative space. Let me show you around. Welcome to the intermediate art room. This is what you see when you walk in the door. What I'd like to do is just quickly walk through every area and give you a sense of what it looks like this year. First of all, you'll notice that the tables have 2 students per table. We'll also have some extra seating by the window to maintain social distancing. Over here, we've got our storage area for sketchbooks, folders, and any materials that we're using. Remote students will keep those at home. I've got a Van Gogh theme this year, so you'll see his sunflowers and then fields of wheat coming up here. You'll notice that there are 4 sinks. When you walk in the room, we'll be cleaning our hands and of course afterward as well. So we've got our fancy papers over here, 1 set of drying racks. There are also project areas for supplies for each grade level, and then those will be set out and organized before classes come so that everybody has their separate materials. We have the art history that we cover here, along with famous pieces of art that we'll talk about probably during our second unit is when we'll work on how to do art critiques. Got some mats over here, fabrics. These are those alternate work areas with a lovely view to the playground. drying racks for ceramic projects and our paper projects. Up front, we have kind of my zone that students can access with permission. Our learning targets will be posted during each unit, so we know what we're aiming for. You can also see I've got my recording equipment. That's where I'll be recording lessons that can be accessed via Seesaw. This is typically kind of a gathering area. Unfortunately, we won't be able to do that this year, but we are certainly going to make the best of this year. All right, see you soon.